Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kimberly and YouTube is not currently on easy mode. I'm not sure exactly what you've heard or what videos you've watched, but I can guarantee you there is no easy mode for YouTube. I am not a baby YouTuber. I am an organism of a YouTuber. Probably all of my subscribers at this point are family or friends, which is not how I feel like I'm going to be super successful in 2025. But I do have some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way and what I feel are things that can help you be successful and not quitting and getting unparalyzed and staying stuck where you're at right now and getting that first video up and watch. So if you want to stay tuned for more tips and tricks, then hang tight. So I'm going to go through a few of the things I've learned along the way that may help you. I am no better than you, no more advanced than you, or anything of the sort. The only thing is that I have actually started to film and post, so I do have some general knowledge about YouTube, but nothing of course is going to get you 10,000 subscribers tomorrow, you know, increase your following from, you know, 2 views to 10 million views. None of that. Just some real life experience that I've learned in the past few days that I feel like will help someone, and that I wish I had known beforehand, but only truthfully know now because I have decided to start filming. So I'm gonna run in real quick and grab my $5 Friday sushi from the sushi spot and be right back. I'll say my first point, jumping right into it, is everything is content. Even the simplest, smallest task that you're doing can be content. So, for example, today I'd already planned on running and grabbing sushi, so I'm filming in my car. So anything you can think of, oh, I need to be in the other lane. Anything you can think of is content. You should never feel like you're content less because you don't have anything planned. Anything you thought about doing or planned on doing can be content. Second of all, you don't need a professional setup. There are thousands upon thousands of people filming in the same corner of the same room, in the same front seat of their car, in their same coat closet, and making millions of dollars every month. You do not have to have a professional setup. Second and third to that, you don't need a professional camera. There are tons of people who film on their phone and that works fine for them. For me, I felt like the holdup for me getting started was I felt like I needed to have a camera, not a professional camera. We're not spending thousands of dollars. I just wanted a camera setup that I could have a viewfinder, be able to see, and then also that I could plug into my computer, take the SD card out, and begin to edit. So you do not need a professional setup. You do not need a professional camera. Just something that makes you feel comfortable, that you're able to see what you're filming and be sure that you are getting the content that you want to film and that you would, of course, like to see. You need to know what your niche is going to be. You need to know whether you're going to be a lifestyle channel, whether you're going to be a gaming channel, whether you're going to be a pranks and family oriented channel. You need to figure out what you want to film in, or just gear it towards your passion. If your passion is teaching and education, gear it towards that. I definitely think that you're going to attract what you present. So if you're a funny person and you like telling jokes and doing pranks, you're going to attract that crowd. If you are, you know, about that business life and you want to help people elevate in corporate as you have, you're gonna pique the interest and garner the community of the corporate girlies. But I think it's important for you to understand like where you want to fall, but also what you want to bring to your channel. And I would say that would be in the world of value. Do you just want to be a strictly entertainment channel where people laugh and have a good time, come to escape? Maybe, like me, you shop a lot and you want people to see you shopping, or maybe you're in your car a lot and you want people to, you know, see you interact with traffic or do car rants, is what I found that I have been doing over the last 2 weeks. That is not necessarily the direction in which my channel will be. A part of it, yes, but do you want to only strictly have an entertainment channel, or do you want to have a channel that brings entertainment and value, or just brings value in the sense of teaching, elevating, and motivating? So I would definitely say that would be what you want to do. I would like my channel to be on the fence of both entertainment, but also bringing value. Something I've learned over the last 2 weeks of consistently filming, not necessarily uploading, but filming, is that I have had way less time to consume, which is neither good nor bad. It's just that means you're just focused on what you're doing. But also I've noticed that I don't know that I have such a high regard for the channels I used to previously watch and consume, that I don't believe I'll continue to consume them at the level that I did before. I feel like sometimes we watch in essence to either mind escape, which I would call like mindless watching, or you don't have to have any brain cells to do it or watch it. You can just enjoy it, almost like trash TV, but like, you know what I mean? Or if you're consuming for the value of learning how to edit, learning how to cook something, learning how to fix your resume, learning how to fix something like on your car, etc. I think that I've noticed I'm consuming less trash TV for the simple fact that I'm trying to find things that are helpful to me, things that I'm going to find that I learned something from, and that for me is also really important. Feeling like I'm learning something as opposed to not. Have a plan in mind on how you want your channel to look, short term and long term. I think is a really important thing. Don't be shy about filming. It's cringy at first for sure, but set your camera up. Maybe film a quick short video of yourself talking for maybe 5 to 10 minutes and then edit that. I think the one thing that I had is previous experience in editing, but that didn't necessarily make it easy for me to edit 55 minutes worth of a video and shorten it down so it made sense and there wasn't a bunch of ums and pauses and coughs and all the other things, right? So you want to make sure that you understand the time commitment that editing is going to take. Now, of course, if you're, a big baller and you're like, yeah, I got this, and you're going to, hire an editing team or whatever, that's fine. Then yeah, just start filming and then send it off and hopefully they can make something of it. I think definitely having a script, knowing what you're going to outline, and then maybe sometimes it's just funny when it just comes off the cuff. I found that also. It's sometimes I feel like I'm funnier when I'm just doing what I would normally be doing and being my normal funny self versus trying to have something with parameters that makes it a bit more difficult for people to get the true feel of my personality, right? Also, don't rely on family and friends. When I heard this, I knew it was true, but it made more sense when I started uploading. Because if someone, if you've mentioned, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, I'm thinking about doing YouTube or posting or social media in general, and you have to constantly say, hey, have you seen my last video? I mean, come on. They're probably not invested. They're like, oh, you're just going to try it for a few days and then you're going to be done and on to the next thing, and that's fine too. But they're not going to get you the views, definitely not the ability to be monetized unless you have 1,000 friends that are going to subscribe and continue to give you watch hours so you can eventually get monetized. I think it's unrealistic. It's maybe helpful to have one person you tell, say, hey, you know what, I'm thinking about doing this. If you wouldn't mind just taking a peek at my videos to make sure, I would say that there's like anything controversial, right? You don't want to get on here and then start saying random crap and then get flagged or get canceled and you haven't even started yet. So that's where editing is your friend, and that's where that one friend that you trust to give you the full-on truth on, man, that didn't resonate well with me, or I feel like you need to cut that part out. I think that's important to have that one person sounding board, but I wouldn't tell 20 people, hey, I'm on YouTube. I've only told 2. And even then, sometimes I can't count on them to go watch the videos. So I have always been a true believer in moving in silence. I feel like the second you shout something out, that's when you are now going to be the death of your own detriment. And so really important for you just to let what you're planning on doing speak for itself and let the end result be what it's going to be. And then you're done with it. I would say create your own editing style. You want to watch your favorite channels and see what they're doing, but also in the same essence, you want to also make sure that you are not a copier, or that you're not completely, kind of snatching up somebody else's style. You want your editing to be a reflection of your personality or what you like to watch. If you like funny memes or funny cut-ins, add those to your channel. Do you know what I mean? If you like to have music as a background, obviously not copyrighted, hello, but if you want to have, you know, music in the background, etc., then I would say, yeah, make sure you add all that stuff to your editing style. You really want it to be a reflection of who you are and what you would want to see. Now, obviously, of course, you know, not with a bunch of stuff in the background that you know is not going to be received well, or if that's what you're going for, then you do that. But if you're really trying to make it to be palatable for different demographics, for different age ranges, because I truly feel like that's how you garner success on here. And if your channel is geared toward like young adults and adults, that it should be able to transcend all age groups and not just be specific to the 20-year-olds or specific to the 30-year-olds. Now, 20-year-olds, I feel like, are probably the people who consume the most social media. So then that might be a value for you. But I feel like that's only genuine if you're in your 20s. You can't be in your 60s and then trying to garner the audience of 20-year-olds. They're not going to be able to relate to you. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to be out clubbing and doing whatever, and you're going to be at home knitting and cooking. Like, what? They're not going to watch your content because it's not going to be their vibe. You're not going to be a part of their tribe. So it's really important for you to understand that, like, everybody is not for you. And that's okay. Like, you can't be everybody's favorite YouTuber. You just can't. There are just too many people out here with too many different ways of thinking and too many different opinions that you're just not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I understand that, and I'm okay with that, because then you'll be less likely to get the trolly people. You know, you'll be less likely to get the people who are gonna come on your page and be a distraction. I feel like I'm gonna what's for me is meant for me. There's a saying that goes, what's meant for you, it will be for you. And so I am truly 100% now more than ever a believer in that. Like, if this is meant for me, it's going to be for me, and I'm okay with that. And if it's not, okay, then it's not. That means I'm supposed to be doing something else, something better, something different. That's going to be for me, right? That's going to be something that I'm going to be able to be successful at and strive at. The only difference between me and the famous YouTubers is that either two things: they've got more skin in the game, or they just hit at the right time. There's nothing more special about them that's not the same and equally as special about you as a person. You're unique. You are only you. You can only convey what you convey. If you decide that you want to come on here and be a faker, yeah, you're going to get fake people who follow you, because eventually something's going to come out, somebody's going to run their mouth, and then they're going to throw you under the bus, and then now you're going to go from being up top to being down low. There's this TV series that I watched years ago called Damages with Glenn Close, and there's this really amazing quote in that movie that I love and I stand by, and it says, they'll put you on a pedestal and blame you for the crook in their neck. And I think that saying is so true, and it has proved to be so true on so many aspects of my own personal life outside of being on here on this platform. Up and then be so quick to judge and condemn and to badmouth you just for the simple reason of because you are where you are. All right, also I would like to say, avoid a pressure cooking situation. You don't want to be like filming in duress. You know, I decided that I wanted to start filming and do Vlogmas. What? Girl. But also for me, I've always, you know, felt like if I didn't do something quick and fast, I was going to have a reason to change my mind. So of course, me deciding to do, you know, Vlogmas as a brand new YouTuber, that seems crazy. Nobody's going to want to see me vlog day to day, but it's also a time capsule, right? It's a time capsule for you to see, okay, where you're at right now in life, and then to be able at some point in the future backtrack and, you know, like log your progress and see like, wow, I've come a really long way, or like, wow, I've not done anything that I thought or I said I was supposed to be doing. So it's okay to do that, but at the same time also give yourself some leniency, because this is your first time doing this. If you've never edited before, wow, it can be daunting. And once you start doing it, then you kind of get in the groove and you kind of know what makes sense, how this flows, how that flows, but you have to kind of do it. You have to flex that muscle. You have to really make sure that you're giving yourself repetition. Repetition creates comfort, and that's what makes it easier for these big YouTubers, if they don't have an editing team, to, you know, film a video, edit it, get it out, and have it look good and make it appealing and make you want to stay for it. Canva and CapCut are really good for kind of helping you get started initially, but also no money invested. But the free version of it is just as good. I think I've been trying to focus more on the content and less on adding memes, adding certain music, etc. Obviously, of course, we know music and visuality will help your YouTube videos be more appealing in the way that you would like for them to be. But at the same time, I saw no true reason, or I didn't have an explanation for why I felt like a year-long subscription for something was going to be helpful to my channel if I didn't stick with it longer than 2 to 3 weeks. I think when people say just post it, I don't think they mean just film something organically or inorganically and just throw it on the platform. Sometimes that's how videos happen, just kind of as unscripted it happens. But I think also there is some caution that you need to bring to your platform in not being controversial and doing things that are outside of character for the sake of views. So I don't believe just post it is a good way to think about it. I think post with intention. I would definitely say, yeah, just post it. Find something that you think is of value to post, make the video, post it, and then just kind of leave it and go to the next thing. Staying and waiting for people to view your video, to like it, all of that, it's not going to get you anywhere. I've also been posting shorts and have some pretty funny and cute shorts that I thought were amazing and got 20 views, probably all of which I viewed. I don't think shorts are going to translate to subscribers as well as future followers to come back and view your content, unless you're continuing to do something that is highly entertaining and worthy of continued either rewatches, repost, shares, or that you're going to keep doing something different every single day and they're going to come back to view those things. And my last and final thing I would say is just don't quit. If you're not seeing the results that you want, maybe it's something you're doing, maybe make a change. You know, it's anything that's worth having in life is going to take some hard work, and that's okay. You just have to be ready and willing to put in the work. Yeah, sometimes it's easier if you go viral, but sometimes it's also harder because now you've got to prove yourself. You know, I think there's some truth in slow and steady wins the race. You know, yeah, you want to get there because you want to get there, but at the same time, you don't want to get there so fast that you're not able to hang on and really truly be able to enjoy what you've worked hard for. I hope this video was of value for you. I hope there was some tidbits. Once again, I am no YouTube expert, just the things that I've noticed over the last 2 weeks in filming daily and editing on what I feel like would help me and set me apart on this YouTube journey. I hope you find your purpose, hopefully give you some good tips that will allow you to continue to hopefully do something that is going to be not only lucrative for you financially, but also give you that missing piece that you've been experiencing in your life that will allow you to feel like you've made it and been as successful as you can in something you put your mind to. So thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on Vlogmas Day 21 if you want to come back and see what other shenanigans I have up my sleeve. But hope you've enjoyed today's video. Hope you found it educational and informative. Take care and have a good rest of your day. Bye. Hello, welcome to my Hi, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Kimberly, and that is come on, car.